What's cracking? Welcome back. Part 2 of September. There's a lot to go. There's a lot to show. That's the word. Let's get into it. Right. I honestly should just change this YouTube title name to like Op Shop Finds every month. It's basically just op shops. I did go to JB because there was a sale and some stuff was on sale. Anyway, let's get into it. Yesterday, a little savers run after work. And before I saw Joe Dante's not even a directional debut, editorial debut, The Movie Orgy, which was an interesting watch. It's very good, very interesting. It's one of those once in a lifetime sort of things because he's basically clipped a whole bunch of reels, movies, and commercials from the 50s and 60s all bundled together. So to get like releases and music rights and all that shit, it's just too much. So when it shows, go see it. It's like 280 minutes long as well, so it's long, but it doesn't feel that long, if that makes sense. There's always something happening, always something different to see. Anyway, savers. What did I get? And I got another VHS. It was $1. And I was like, do I want it? Yeah, fucking, let's give it a go. This is Billy Connolly's World Tour of Australia. This is the UK release. Nice little box here. Well, opens up and there's 2 VHSs there. Ooh, shit. I didn't actually fucking check it. See if there was any mold or anything. But 1... and 2. Is this? Okay, this is episode 2. Right. Oh, screw it. I'll put that in there for now. Yeah, for $1, I was like, that's an interesting little, it's something different, you know? Interesting little box there. So another little VHS for my little VHS collection. Slowly growing. My God, slowly growing. Next up, we'll do a little Umbrella DVD. The BFG, little animated one from 1989, it seems. UK animated. I haven't seen this, don't know anything about it. It doesn't say any like names of the people who did the voices in the back here, but excusez-moi. Nice little find here. Early Umbrella release, number 223. Early one there. Yeah! Next up, we have Best in Show. A film I haven't seen, don't really know much about, but it's Christopher Guest. And I actually did find another Christopher Guest film in here, which I'll show you. And it looks like an interesting little comedy about people with their dogs trying to outdo each other. You know, dogs, they're always lovely. Love the dogs. So, this will be a nice little watch, I shall think. Next up, we have Hollywood Gold series. This was a few of these. This one's 3 violent people. There was just a whole bunch of John Wayne ones there. But this one intrigued me the most. Just give you the first paragraph. Was that Charles Heston plays Colt Sanders, a Civil War vet returning home to his Texas homestead after years spent on the battlefield. But once he arrives at his Bar S ranch, he faces conflicts of a different kind. His new brand wife, who is desperate to keep her wild honky-tonk days in St. Louis saloons buried in the past. And a larger threat is a gang of ruthless carpetbaggers and their corrupt provisional government intent on nabbing Colt's impressive, valuable spread and keeping the land for themselves. So that sounds like a bit of fun, doesn't it? I'll give this one a little go. Fuck, that just jumped out of my hands. Next up, this is probably my favourite buy from yesterday. Betty White collection. I was like, yay. I saw that and I was like, fuck yeah, let's get it. I don't know what it is. Includes exclusive documentary featurette featuring Life with Elizabeth and Date with Angels. Now, I gave it a little read on the back. It said 40 episodes. I'm like, what's that? So, Life with Elizabeth is 24 episodes. And Date with the Angels is 16 episodes. I actually don't know how long those shows actually run, so I don't know if these are like just selected episodes from the show. I feel like they might be. Yeah, also includes in this 40 episode 4 DVD set is a brand new, never before seen documentary chronicling the fascinating journey of the incomparable Betty White. So there you go. It was just Betty White. I fucking love Betty White. Everyone loves Betty White. You cannot not love Betty White. So I just grabbed it out of sheer love for her. Bless her soul. Bless her soul. Rest in peace. What's next? Let's do savers from last weekend. Last weekend. This was a big one. Oh, where do I start? Start from the top, Ryan. Okie dokie. This was brand new in the shrink wrap. I just took it out of the shrink wrap. It's called Shopping. Little New Zealand film. Stars. Fucking, what's his name? Goddamn, its writing is so small. Yeah, like Julian something. You know, for fucking Deadpool and Hunt for the Wilder People. I think this is his first, because he looks really young here, so his first sort of major feature, I suppose. But yeah, nice little Madman film, New Zealand film. Next up, this was in shrink wrap as well, and I was like, what is this? The Incredible Shrinking Woman with Lily Tomlin. And I was like, yeah, alright, give me that. It directed by Joel Schumacher as well, so I was like, yeah, let's fucking do this. Got Charles Gordon in it with Ned Beatty, and I was like, oh, okay, this looks fantastic. Looks like they're trying to cash in. Nice little flashback entertainment DVD there too. Trying to cash in on the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, I guess, or the Incredible Shrinking Man. I guess Incredible Shrinking Woman, yeah, fucking just update it. But never seen it. Don't really know anything about it, to be honest. Sort of a film Joel Schumacher made. It was very early, I think, too. Don't even know what year it is. I will say it's the 80s, at least. Probably one of his first directional films. Next up, series 1 to 4. Secret Diary of a Call Girl. I have seen the first 2 seasons when it was on TV back in the day, and never finished it. I always see like a season 1 or 2 of this floating around and all that, but just to see them all together, I was like, yeah, fucking let's do it. Why not? Good old Billie Piper. We all loved Billie Piper before Doctor Who. This is a thing. It's a cool little story as well. She's a call girl and keeps it a secret, and she likes the guy. She can't tell him what she does for a job, you know. Who would want to go out with a prostitute? Next up, we have Suicide Kings. Big cast of people here with Christopher Walken. I feel like I've seen this. I feel like I haven't. It's just one of those, sort of one of those DVDs that pop up so much, but not a lot at the same time. It's like you always see it around, but it seems like it's like far and few in between. I don't know what I'm saying, but little gangster flick here. Fucking, what do you say? It's just a cast that kind of grabs you, isn't it? It really is. For me anyway. That's the cast that grabs it for me. I was like, yeah, let's give that a go. Next up we have American release, American DVD, Heavyweights. I have not seen this one. I sort of know of it because of my mate. He has talked about it. I do like these little white cases. Kind of cool. If you know Heavyweights, give us a little chat in the comments. Tell me if it's a childhood favourite of yours. I feel like this is one of those like 90s childhood films that a lot of people watched, but sort of like also faded into obscurity. Not so much obscurity, but you know, it's not one that everyone talks about so much. This next up, we've got a Vendetta Films. I don't even know what Vendetta Films is. This was in its shrink wrap. Took it out. Once a Gangster, from the creators of Infernal Affairs. So that's a great movie. I do have the other two I still have to watch. So this, Hong Kong. It looks like a whole bunch of fun. You know, Asian gangster films are always good. I was happy to find it brand new for $2. $2. Next up, we have Yes Minister Season 1. I showed you a while back, Yes Prime Minister box set. So I have Yes Minister Season 1, there's Season 2. It's 2 seasons of Yes Minister, I think. And then there was a Yes Prime Minister reboot kind of thing for a season. There you go. I guess I'm halfway there. What's next? Fucking a newish Umbrella film. I don't know. Extraordinary. It seems like a comedy horror. Got no idea. I just saw it when it was, you know, you could kind of see that it's brand new. I feel like someone watched it, didn't like it, and just popped it off like a lot of these sort of films. So, I've got no idea. Nothing. I have no idea about it. What is it? Putting the normal in paranormal. Let's give it a read. Rose, a sweet, lonely driving instructor in rural Ireland, is gifted with supernatural abilities. Rose has a love-hate relationship with her talents and tries to ignore the constant spirit-related requests from locals. To exorcise possessed rubbish bins or haunted gravel, but Christian Winter, from The Last Man on Earth, that guy, I thought he looked familiar, a washed-up one-hit wonder rock star, has made a pact with the devil for a return to greatness. He puts a spell on a local teenager, making her levitate. Her terrified father, Martin. That's the character's name, Martin. That was fucking confusing for a second. Asks Rose to help save his daughter. Rose has to go overcome the fear of her supernatural gift and work with Martin to save the girl, get the guy, and be home in time for a light snack. Maybe a yogurt or something. So that's the part of the comedy there. So I'll give that a go in some point. Here we go. A film I used to have. Don't have anymore. Well, actually, I do have now because it's in my hands. Mel Brooks' History of the World Part 1. Part 2 was recently released on, probably Amazon. Can't remember. It was released, History of the World Part 2, which was a mini-series. Remember, this is great. Mel Brooks. Love my Mel Brooks. I need more Mel Brooks. Here we go. Found some more shock cinema. Classic Hollywood cinema. We have 5 Miles to Midnight. Sophia Loren and Anthony Perkins. Oh, Paris. A pushy, neurotic American convinces his terrified wife to collect on his $120,000 life insurance when it's assumed that he has been killed in a plane crash. But there's a catch, of course. Oh, there's a catch. 5 Miles to Midnight is a film that touches the trigger of violence in all of us. I don't know what that catch is. Maybe Sophia has to actually kill Anthony. I don't know. Anyway, that looks like a whole bunch of fun. Oh, let's all do these all together, because screw it. Herbie. I need Herbie Goes Bananas, but I got Love Bug, Herbie Rides Again, and Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo. I do see these a lot, but every time I look at the discs, they're like scratched to fucking shit, like completely gone. It's crazy. So I never get them, but these ones seemed reasonable. I don't know, it's always like the Herbie films that look scratched to shit. All the other Disney films I find seem okay. I don't know. What do you do? Herbie. Love a good Herbie. I haven't seen a Love Bug in years. It's been a while. I don't think I've really seen... I think I might have seen Herbie Rides Again. I don't think I've seen Monte Carlo or Goes Bananas. But I'll fucking pick up Goes Bananas at some point. When I find it. Oh, here we go. Here is Waiting for Guffman. That is the other Christopher Guest film. I've heard a lot about this film. Everyone says it's good. I always see it in like lists and shit. This one's written by Eugene Levy as well, with Catherine O'Hara. So Catherine O'Hara, Eugene Levy, Christopher Guest. I was wondering if Christopher Guest was... What was that Canadian sitcom thing? SCCTV. SCCTV? They had John Candy in it, and that's where Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara got their start and all that. A whole bunch of people got their start. But anyway, Waiting for Guffman. I'll do a Christopher Guest double at some point with those two. Next up, brand new film, 1917. Always like finding brand new films there. I have seen this. I thought it was quite well done. It was very nice. Good little film. Great directing. Great action sequences. Shot beautifully. It's a nice film to watch. I'm just happy to grab it for $2. Fucking. There we go. More war films. Yes, war films. A Farewell to Arms. Old school, classic war film. Here we go. That's why I grabbed it. In the winter of 1917, an American ambulance driver, Rocky Hudson, enlists in the Italian army and is wounded in action. He is gradually restored to health by a beautiful young nurse, played by Jennifer Jones. When they find themselves falling in love, they try to escape the horrors of the war by fleeing to Switzerland to seek peace and happiness. There, fate is waiting to thwart their plans. Based on a love story from Ernest Hemingway. There we go. Haven't read the book. Don't really know much about the book. Who directed this? Directed by Charles Vidor. Don't know. Do I know him? Maybe. Might have seen a film with this. More classic war films. Oh, look, more classic war films. Night of the Generals. I feel like I've seen this, but nothing just comes to memory. I feel like I have seen this. This is a prostitute has been brutally murdered in Nazi-occupied Warsaw, and the only clues suggest the killer is a top-ranking Nazi general. The military intelligence officer assigns the case, launches a full-scale investigation into the heinous crime, but it remains unsolved for 30 years until the killer strikes again. That looks like a whole bunch of fun. And Donald Pleasance is in there. You see Donald Pleasance there playing a Nazi. There's Omar Sharif playing a Nazi. That's funny. Omar Sharif playing a Nazi. That's mental. Yeah, I feel like I've seen this. I don't know if I have. Produced by Sam Spiegel. Did so much. Big producer of his work. Directed by Anatol Litvak. Anatol Litvak. There's Anatol Litvak. What's next? Oh, here we go. Savers. I think. Salvos. Fucking something. Let's do some books. Couple of bookies wookies here. Charles Bukowski. Charles Bukowski. Selected Letters, Volume 3, 71 to 86. If you know Charles Bukowski, this fucking Barfly. He did Barfly. I have the documentary, the 4-hour documentary, which I still haven't watched. I need to find time, but this is just a whole bunch of letters he wrote to people. And I'll probably just give it a little squiz to get into the mind of a drunken barfly. This is a nice little... It's a different kind of book that you'd find, I guess. Here we go. Albert Camus, The Myth of Sisyphus. Sisyphus? There's a lot of F's and Sisyphus in that one. What is this? It looked interesting. I feel like I've seen this book around, but never bothered to look into it deeply. The writings in this volume are all, in their own way, hymns to the physical world and the elemental pleasures of living, through the story of a man condemned forever to roll a rock up a hill. The myth of, I'm just going to call it syphilis, argues that in a meaningless world, freedom and happiness can be gained through the awareness of pure existence. The other essays here include a lyrical evocation of the skies, shadows, and silence of summer in Algiers, memories of street life in Iran, and an exploration of beauty as our salvation. Winner of the Nobel Prize for Literature. I don't know what it is. little story bits, pieces, I suppose. Oh, someone's written in this. Oh, hello. I didn't fucking notice that one. Someone was doing a little fucking essay on this, that's for sure.
And this is why he said what he said.
How to Steal a Million. Some more Audrey Hepburn. And Peter O'Toole as well. This is one I haven't seen. William Wyler. Can't go wrong with William Wyler. Also with Eli Wallach. Good old Eli Wallach. Comedy shot in authentic Paris locations. There you go. Excusez-moi. That's what you need. Authentic Paris locations. Good old Audrey. You'd have to see some more Audrey. Here we go. We have Moby Dick with Gregory Peck. I feel like I've seen this. Yeah, but I don't know if I've seen this or the George C. Scott one. I think this is a George C. Scott one. I don't know. I just remember there was one on TV I watched in like the late 90s, early 2000s. It was on a few times. And I've seen a Moby Dick film. No, I have. I'm not too sure if it's this one or a George C. Scott one. But now I'm just like confused. Is there a George C. Scott one? But we all know the story of Moby Dick. And you know what's funny? This sequence in Moby Dick was in the movie Orgy, actually. Which is funny. I was like, oh, hello. It's near the end of the film where they're in their little rowboats. And they have their spears. And they're just waiting for Moby to rise out of the water again. Next up, we got a double here. I was sort of animate to get this, but I was like, screw it. 2 Steve Martin films, The Jerk and The Lonely Guy. I guess it's nice, just a little collection thing here. Shelf safe space saver. My God, shelf space saver. Shelf space saver, shelf space saver, shelf space saver, shelf space saver. So I fucked that one up. Yeah, I've seen The Jerk. That's a fun one. I have not seen The Lonely Guy, so I basically got it for that. You know, for $2 or $1. $2, either or. What do you do? Nice little shelf space saver. Next up, we have a bit of Fry and Laurie. Oh, I love this show. I fucking downloaded it years ago. So I've seen them all. I think it's 4 seasons? Or something? Or I'm thinking of Jeeves and Wooster. I don't know. Classic comedy. Great comedians. Wonderful comedians. Very good stuff. I do want to rewatch some of their stuff too. But yeah, there. Season 1. The complete first series of A Bit of Fry and Laurie. Next up we have, I'm going to do these ones. The Negotiator. Little Blu-ray. I was surprised I didn't have this. I probably did at some point. I recently rewatched this not too long ago. Still a great fucking movie. Fantastic performances. What do I say? Yeah, just got to, as much as, you know, mental and evil Kevin Spacey is, you can't, he's phenomenal actor. My God. Commands every scene he's in. Even Sam Jackson, like, fucking in the 90s, he was fucking acting powerhouse. You know? So, you know, there comes a time in a man's life where he's just like, you know what? I think there's an interview with Sam Jackson where he's, like, talking about Oscars and Oscar nominations and all that. He's like, there was a few films where he actually tried to be nominated and win and shit, and he's just like, his intense acting days are over. Now he just does shit for fun. He doesn't really care. But still, 90s Sam Jackson. Oh, can't go wrong. Next up we have another shock. This one doesn't have the thing on it. Oh, this one does have the thing on it. This is Hidden Agenda. 5 minutes in the plane, 5 miles to the plane in the earth and shit. Shock MGM stuff here. Francis McDormand and Brian Cox. Director Ken Loach. Oh, that's what you need. I actually didn't even fucking notice that, to be honest. I didn't even see. I just saw it as like, oh, another shotgun, sick. Let's grab it. Blah blah blah. But compare a story set in strife-torn Northern Ireland. Winner of the special jury prize at the Cannes Film Festival. Blah blah blah. American activist Paul Sullivan, played by Brad Dourif, and his fiancée Ingrid Jenniser, played by McDormand, journey to Belfast to probe allegations of brutal human rights abuses by British security forces. When Paul is killed under mysterious circumstances, the official reports list him as an IRA accomplice. But Ingrid and British policeman Paul Kerrigan, played by Cox, question the findings and begin to uncover a shocking high-level conspiracy. Now with their safety in jeopardy, they must decide whether to risk everything to reveal the truth. Good old Ken Loach doing some fucking political films about the middle class. That was a bit of fun. Good old Francis. Next up. Last up with my op shops. This one I was happy to find. This is a German release. The Prisoner series. All 17 episodes. I had to I saw you see it online. I was like, oh, what's that? And I see that. I'm like, that looks some pretty fucking 60s TV series. And then okay. I've heard of The Prisoner. So you see it's all in German. German, I guess. Swiss. Either way. European. I had to do a quick Google to see, is it just one season? Is it just 17 episodes? Or am I have to fucking find this and bloody look for another 6 seasons and whatever? But no, just one season, 17 episodes. I wish I could read, but I don't read German. Eingamen Agent Monet Onschlag, die Vordergrund Ochtend hot hit wakker in een pittoresque dorp. The Village. The Village. That's English. Is number 6. The Village birket in Grafisches. No fucking idea. Just butchered the language right then and there. Next up. This is stuff I had to spend money on. Mental. I'm going to do this one and I'm going to cover up a word because someone might get offended. I don't know. Not a lot of people see this, but you never know. Skin. Oh, I'm doing that with the finger. Lols. Ralph Bakshi's Skin with Barry White. Scatman Carruthers. That's a fucking great name. Scatman Carruthers. I love that name so much. This is a German release. One film I've been wanting to see for a while. I do love my Fritz the Cat here. So, been intrigued to see what this is like. Nice little Blu-ray. Oh fuck, whatever. You'll live. Next up, I'm gonna do these ones. So JB had a sale on some Blu-rays, Umbrella Blu-rays for $10, which is interesting. I was like, oh hello, $10 Blu-rays. Yeah, let's have a squiz. One that stood out for a lot of people was Cloak and Dagger, because that's always been at $35, hasn't changed. So I don't know if they just had so many copies that they're just like, fuck it, let's get rid of some. But Cloak and Dagger, the slip, and it comes with a booklet and some 3D glasses. I don't know anything about this film. Oh, Aussie? Richard Franklin. Richard Franklin film. Nice little booklet here. Little espionage film. In Australia when Henry J. Thomas was doing his Australian films. It's interesting, to see a child actor come down during, I guess, Australia's Ozploitation times. Because he did, Frog Dreaming and this. I'm not too sure if he did any other films, to be honest. I have to look his filmography, but, from 1984. So, but yeah, it's just, there's a whole bunch of like actors that pop down. And it's always actors in their 40s, 50s that need a bit of cash. But it's interesting to see a young child come down and do some Aussie films. I guess Henry needed a bit of cash. I don't know. Probably wasn't getting much after E.T. Next up, this is a Blu-ray upgrade. So I had a DVD. Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. Beautiful film. David Bowie and Takeshi Kitano. How did I freaking... Takeshi Kitano. Fantastic. That guy. David Bowie, Tommy Conti, Jack Thompson. Directed by Nagisa Oshima, who did some wonderful films. Empire of the Passions and In the Realm of the Senses. Beautiful. But yes, $10. Another $10. $10. Ozploitations. Ozploitation Classics. Harley Quinn. Oh, that just slipped right out. Nice little slip here. I haven't seen this in a long time. I might have to give it a rewatch. But it comes with some postcards here. This is a weird, interesting magic kind of film. Black magic. What was that one? That one. Oh, boobies. That one. Crying child. Oh, we got a poster. Poster. Nice posters. Nice posters. Beautiful. Nice and poster cards there. Yes. Ugh. So yeah, $10. I was like, back it. Let's give it a go. Let's grab it. Why not? Probably another thing. It's got David Hemmings in it as well. Yes, David Hemmings. Robert Powell. Both did The Survivor. I didn't have that one. The Survivor. That was a good one. I like that one. Plane crash. And what have you. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen this. I saw it on... That was the Ozploitation, like, classic volume. There was a volume 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't remember what volume was it on. Or was it just volume 1 and 2? I don't know. But you probably know. Probably might remember. My brain's just all fuzzy at the moment. Anyway, it's been a while. Might give it a rewatch at some point. Next up, retro sci-fi double feature. The Adronomus Terrain and the Ground Darkness Conspiracy. A Robert Wise production. Look at that. Look at that. There's a George Pepper there. Lovely. What is it there? Arthur Hill? Who's Arthur Hill? This is volume 5. Don't have it. Yeah, I was surprised I didn't have this one. I like these little doubles that they did. I wish they put out a few more, to be honest. But I don't know. I guess they could get what they could just get, really. I haven't seen either of these films. But you fucking, you know what, whatever, Trevor. Of the Andromeda strain. It's my day off. Fuck. I need a drink to get my words right. Nice. No, $10. So that was all $40. It's lovely. Oh, last up. Little JB thing. Oh, this cost money. We have... I'm going to do that last. We have Bernadetta, Paul Verhoeven's nunsploitation film. I didn't see it in the cinemas. I was very displeased with myself because I didn't see it in cinemas. But I have it now. I can watch some sexy nuns, especially from Verhoeven, one of my favourite directors. Charlotte Rampling. I can't wait. Apparently it's meant to be good. Next up we have Nick Cage. We have Renfield. This is the R-rated cut. The cinemas had the MA-rated cut because, you know, I guess they just cut out some violence and shit to bring more people in. So yeah, R-rated blood and guts. So hopefully this is a bit, I guess, more violent in a sense than cinema one. The cinema one, there was a bit of CGI blood in some parts, which was like, but okay. It was some fight scenes were very stylized action. But, you know, there was some good parts in it. For sure, there was some good parts in it, some great makeup as well. Good fun. Next up, we have Sympathy for the Devil. This one, no cinema release here. Straight to the DVDs. It's about Nick Cage. After being forced to drive a mysterious passenger, Nicolas Cage, at gunpoint, a man, Joel, finds himself in a high-stakes game of cat and mouse where it becomes clear that not everything is as it seems. Kind of gives off Collateral vibes, to be honest. But I'd like to give this a watch. Can't wait to give this a watch, actually, I should say. Another one, and funny enough, if you watch my Nick Cage one, the Retirement Plan film, you can pre-order that at JB now. That doesn't seem like it was released by Umbrella either. But that's another one coming out. So yeah, two Nick Cage films, like straight off the bat, coming out together. And then next month, I guess, maybe, we have The Retirement Plan coming out. And finally, the trailer for Butcher's Crossing came out. My god. After so long, I'm so happy to see it. It looks fucking mint. It actually looks mint. And you know what, funny thing, that looks like a wig and a half. Because in the Butcher's Crossing, Nick has a shaved head. So I feel like that's a wig. Nick did this after Butcher's. Which would make sense, really. In a way. Butcher, I don't know, it just took a while. Hopefully it comes in cinemas here. I would love to see it in cinemas here. But yes, finally that came out. That's it. That's ended on the Nick Cage. Beautiful. Don't forget, Astor, I'll be there selling some shiz. Selling a whole bunch of stuff. Film screening of Tammy and the T-Rex. I'll release this today. This is the Friday, so I'll put it out today, and then Sunday, there all day, and I'll go see the movie, and be fun, be a whole bunch of fun. I have a whole bunch of these flyers that I should just put in some random fucking letterboxes around my neighborhood, to be honest, and look at people freaking out, going, "What the fuck is this?" But yes. Thank you for watching again. Sorry about my mispronunciations of many things and my terrible German speaking habits. What do you do? Anyway, lovely. If you're in Melbourne and you're coming to Astor, say hello. Nice to see people. But thank you for watching. Take it easy. Enjoy.